Built originally as a country house in the 13th century, the Château of Perdiguier stands proudly among its vineyards at the heart of the Orbe River Valley, near the historic town of Béziers. A witness to the rich history of the region, the original country house of the local lord, Henri Auger of Assignan, was gradually transformed into a veritable chateau in the 17th century. Not long ago, during some restoration work, some magnificent 17th century frescoes were discovered under the plaster of the southwestern tower. The towers, originally designed without windows, only bore thin arrow slits. Some are still visible to this day and prove that the estate was once a defense castle, probably surrounded by a moat. But from the beginning, the estate always had an agricultural purpose, as early maps attest. Although forsaken for some time, both seed and cereal crops, as well as trees, have recently been reintroduced into the local agricultural landscape. Corn, colza, sunflowers, wheat, sorghum, even peas, both for human and animal consumption, or for seeds, are now grown again on the chateau's lands. In 2005, some 1,800 walnut trees were planted around the chateau. This was done not only for aesthetic and landscaping reasons, but also for environmental and ecological purposes, to develop agroforestry in the area. Agroforestry is an ancient practice of growing trees and crops on the same plot of land. Here at Perdiguier, wheat and walnut trees grow together. The wheat forces the trees to grow roots very deeply into the ground, thus strengthening the structure of the soil and keeping water and nutrients up close to the surface. The roots also constitute an excellent filtering system, naturally eradicating pollutants. In the autumn, the falling of leaves leads to the formation of humus, which enriches the soil. The auxiliary fauna brought by the trees wards off crop-eating insects, thus obviating the use of insecticides. In 2013, the Château of Perdiguier joined the Oxymore program, in partnership with the Chamber of Agriculture and the Agricultural Observatory for Biodiversity. The program seeks to increase our knowledge of the auxiliary fauna living in agroforestry plots. In the same year, the Château diversified its production by implanting beehives in its agricultural lands. The many and varied bushes along the fields blossom all year long and ensure a continuous honey production, with flavors changing with the seasons. The Château of Perdiguier, standing proudly among its vines, offers first and foremost a full range of wonderful wines. The vineyards spread over 34 hectares. Syrah, Grenache, Merlot, Cabernet, Pinot Noir. Grape varieties grown on specific soils in a Mediterranean climate, giving the Perdiguier wines their uniqueness. Hardy reds, patiently raised in wooden barrels. Fruity reds to be enjoyed in their prime, but also an exquisite rosé matured in oak barrels, which, like a red wine, improves with time. And let us not forget among the great Perdiguier wines the Chardonnay, Cuvée d'Auger, named after the first owner, Henri Auger of Assignan. This is a marvelous white wine grown on clay and limestone soils and matured for a whole year in Burgundian casks. The Château of Perdiguier thus offers a wide range of wines which will enchant you, and wines that you can freely taste all year long in our wine cellar. Here there gather art, history, and wine lovers. In the wine cellar among the decorated casks, individually painted by students of the Béziers Art School, or in the exhibit hall above, where local and international artists hold shows. Art and wine, a beautiful union celebrated at the Château of Perdiguier.